And welcome back, everybody. Here, thanks for sticking around here and watching some more action here for the World Warrior tournaments. Again, this is month 3, so this happens at the end of every month. Also, don't forget to that, here on Level Up Live, we also run the US West Canada events that usually take place 1 week before the US West events as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's plenty of good competition on both regions on this North America West side. Canadian, I think it's been a lot of Zero Blasts winning a whole lot, and on this side it's been for CCH. So definitely some runaway performances, but it's not about who gets up in the first of the points. It's about who is in that top 8 points so that they get to the finals as we get closer to the December timeframe and go through a bunch of the finals. So you're definitely just playing for that top 8 positioning in points.
I'm going to take the opportunity to shout out Salt Mine League, who I just saw in the chat right now. They are also running World Warrior events. They've been running tournaments in the EU region forever. And the EU SFL teams were just announced. And so, really ecstatic that EU is getting all of this opportunity right now, getting their own Street Fighter League. I think that's the sickest thing. They deserve it so much. And also, Salt Mine League definitely deserves to have that World Warrior spot. They have been running these tournaments, the high-level tournaments with like the best players for so long in the EU region. And currently, right now, I mean, you talked about Zero Blast and Chris CCH domination. Can we talk about ending Walker in the EU region right now?
Unstoppable. That kid is ridiculous. I think was like 13 years old when Street Fighter V came out, 12 or 13 or something.
No, stop. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Younger than CCH? Like, my goodness.
I don't want to hear it. No. 9 years old when it came out?
9? Oh, no. Oh, that makes even me feel old.
Did it hurt already when there was one event, I think it was like DreamHack Dallas or something like that, that Just a Kid and El Chicote were talking to me and David, and they're like, oh, dang, it's so cool, we used to watch you while growing up, and we were like, dang.
Oh, no. All right.
I don't want to hear that.
Growing up here is Jobs Cody going up against Flakito. Has him back in the corner, has this knife out, looking to stab Rose up here.
We did talk about that Flakito does have that rose, right? And so we see it right here. And of course, Cody has become a very strong part of the meta as well. I mean, look, Shine's been doing well with that. Oh, he's going to get he doesn't have the mirror V-trigger. I thought he was going to get the OTGs off of the mirror, but he doesn't have the mirror, the images.
Yeah. Instead, we saw the fireball set there on the crush counter sweep into activation, and then just the mix up on teleport or no teleport. And Jot Gezron ended up losing round number 1. Oh, couldn't get the whip punish in time, but punish the sweep. Just push into this corner. You don't want to let Rose out and get the fireball game started. It makes it so much harder to get in and get your own game plan going for Cody. That's the only thing you want to do is get in and do that damage.
And I was saying too, Cody, obviously a character that has really started to, become a strong part of the meta. Players like Shine have been using it for the longest of time, already rocking the knife before a lot of other people did. Then Momochi won Japan with this character, and now he's definitely brought out a lot of the knife Codys. Is this gonna kill? No, it's not.
No. Yo, wait, you just let it rip!
Wait, what happened? Did he just forget? And he was like, I think he walked away. He started drinking water or something. He thought it was gonna kill. Oh my god! Are you gonna die because of that? Oh no! No, finish your plate, please. Finish your plate. Oh.
Listen, it's not over until KO pops up on the screen. All right, you gotta just take it as it comes. But man. Ja had no remorse, just let it swing and I'll hang out with the EX Zonk, and doing the same thing here again. Let's just the life lead, the pressure. The throw's going to be able to set it back up to neutral a little bit here, and now Keto with his V-trigger going to be able to get something going. But finally, the first V-ship that we've seen using that nice defensive mechanic.
Thank you, by the way, for that callback to the Moshige moment, dude. The no remorse, dude. It's my favorite. What are you standing up for, Flakito? Oh no, you're gonna lose this game now. And oh, dude, This, I mean, look, I've often said, you know, a lot of times when we sit here and watch fighting games and play fighting games, we talk about what's happening on the screen. But dude, the mental damage that Flakito has taken in this game now from that round number 2, that is a hard thing to come back from. And hopefully he can forget that that happened, move on. He's good enough that I'm sure that he can, but it'll always be in the back of your head. And it's a tough thing to deal with.
Go too close there on the lights. Gonna get punished there, and now Ja has the opportunity to get some Oki pressure going, but nice back right to reset to this neutral stance, and we're just swinging out.
Okay, activation here, tries to go for the shimmy, smart from Ja, and again, yeah, always using that V shift. And it's interesting because like Rose has that dirty mix-up on the fireball, but they added the V shift mechanic, so they kind of knew there was a defensive tool to fight against it. And so, again, really smart. Oh,
almost had the sick combo there, instead just finding these pokes here, but good check on the dash. Vito not out of it yet, has his own V-shift if he wants to go for it, but now getting gripped and dipped 1 time, 2 times, that's going to be enough to close it.
and Jot, yeah, definitely riding that comeback wave from the previous game. Hey, look, if you are Jot, you know, you also want to imagine that your opponent kind of has that mental damage. It's not just about the strategy in the game. A lot of times there's strategy outside of it as well. If you're Jot, you smell blood. You want to get in there and really kind of maybe do some derpy decision making, you know, honestly, like just to fluster the opponent because they're already at that point, you know.
Yeah, you just want to put them off kilter, but Flakito wasn't looking to put that off kilter here, but now the activation, you're stuck in the corner. Is this going to be enough mental damage? Going to bust out and said, you're not going to throw me another time.
Oh, that crouching heavy punch, such good anti-air for Rose. And yeah, Flakito could take this round and kind of right the ship. Nice block on Jot's part, and no more V trigger. Oh no, you ate the jump in. Oh, that was so scary. That could have been death. Oh.
that was like a frame or 2 away from that EX on dealing the rest of Flakito's life. But yo, the whip punish with it here, John is relentless.
Dude, that was definitely that was a jump scare moment for Flakito with that crouching medium kick hitting that slow motion finish. Oh.
Sometimes you just gotta run on that pure instinct of like, I'm gonna push this button because it feels like the right thing to do. But yeah, that full combo on the level 2 regular Zonk and the meter spin too.
Dude, he did a walk up whiff punish off of that whiff heavy kick. That was sick. And then he crossed himself and put him back in the corner, but sets himself up for the throw. But again, if you're Jot, you'll take that throw in the middle of the screen. And again, beautiful V-shift work here. Plus frames, catches him trying to walk back. That's what that crouching medium kick is about. You try to walk out of the throw range, so you throw out that crouching medium kick to get a little bit of damage from them walking backwards.
But Flakito's getting a little bit risky with these light spiral arrows, doing it at super good ranges where he's not able to get punished, but the dash up there after activation, so plus you don't want to press anything. You're not expecting that much space to just be taken away. Cody just sneaking on in there.
Hey, so there we go. Jot goes up 2-0, and again, it's the hardest part about playing fighting games. You have to remember everything and forget everything. Because like I said, you gotta forget that game 1, but you gotta remember all of the storylines, the mix-ups, the responses of every player in all the situations, so you have a educated guess on what they're gonna try to do. It's what makes fighting games so hard to play.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is that emotional aspect of like, yeah, you dropped your stuff, that feels bad, you feel upset with yourself or the game, but how do you turn that around? It almost had the stun, but back throw.
He tried to shimmy, but I think he walked back and then forward to do the shimmy throw, and he accidentally walked back into the throw range because Ja actually delayed the throw just enough. Now you're trapped in the corner. Nice tech. That means you might be vulnerable to the shimmy. That's not gonna combo. He's not dead. No, pencils again.
Ooh. That jump period. I mean, Cody with the knife has amazingly long normals, but not far enough with that jump H to reach Flakito standing basically back in the bleachers. It's like, go ahead, I'm walking away. I want to be as far away from you as possible.
Man, that lingering hurt box on Rose's Soul Spiral. Oh boy. Yeah, right under that fireball. Look at that damage that Jock gets. Throws +5 on whiff, man. They're +5 on whiff. They're always +5 on whiff. Oh man.
Final rounds.
It's so rough. +5 on whip is such a terrible thing to do, because like as soon as you see this area, you're like, I can do something, but it's too late. It's too late.
Yeah.
They already have seen that. They already know that their throne has whip, so they're already planning the next move. So you have to sit that 5 frames to like figure out that something's been happening. But now, you know, Flakito keeping this like mid to far range spacing most of the time. Doesn't want to let Jot in. Man, that EX Sonk has been the story of just getting the party started.
Right. And yeah, out of there now. Gets the V reversal, tries to push him away. Now, oh, great spacing. And that wasn't a combo. He might have tried to do something in between, but he didn't. Oh, this is not going to kill. But he's going to get the life lead. But now with no resources. But the key is that Jot also doesn't have any resources. But Jot does have that V trigger. Is he going to... Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
It was
Activation
never...
time.
It was not no resources. It was 1 EX bar and a knife.
Oh, the activation into the throw. You can't V reversal there, and Jot is gonna move on 3-0 over Flakito. And like I said, hopefully this is on the winner's side, if I'm not mistaken, over here. So hopefully Flakito can shake off that especially that first round gaff over there, and come back and be able to take this. And you know, like I said, Flakito, Chris CCH, Filipino Man, these guys are all playing all the time, so he's definitely got that support group out there, I'm sure, to be able to encourage him to do better on the loser side bracket. But oh yeah, okay, so Flakito will go up against the winner between YaNoob and Ouija, so that's coming up here.
Yeah, so definitely not out of it. I mean, that's part of the benefit of starting top 8 in the winner's side, is you do get that kind of second chance at life, but you got to make sure that you don't let that first defeat, you know, really get to you, right? You lost the first round, you know, 3-0 or 3-1. You got to make sure that you're just prepping for the next fight, yet you're staying mentally on your toes and stuff, because there's been so many times where I've just seen people get to winner side top 8, they lose their first match, and then they're feeling bad and down, and then they lose the next one, and you basically made it to top 8 just to go 0-2. And you're just like, man.
Top 8 winner side 0-2 is the classic. It is definitely the feels bad, man. Oh man, it is a brutal thing to experience, because you're like, I'm in top 8, I'm on winner side, I'm in a great position. And you know, again, these little things like that can psych you out. And there's so much about playing in tournaments. I tell a lot of stories about Vi, because like I've obviously known Vi for so long, and you know, I've seen him do a lot of that stuff. And he literally one time came up to me and was like, yeah, I knew I could beat this guy that I was coming up, because whoever won our match, the rest of the bracket was a little bit easier, because like the good players lost, you know, got upset. And so he was like, he's gonna be nervous, because he's like, if I beat Vi, I've got kind of a clearer path. And so Vi read that by looking at the bracket and decided to play more aggressive and to like be, you know, scarier and be a little bit more wild in his style against it. And I just remember hearing him say that. I was like, damn, that's part of the strategy.
Yeah. Really yo, let me. So a couple things are mind games about the live experience. It starts when you shake your opponent's hand.
Yeah.
Like your friends, your best friends, your worst enemies. You're in that same room. You feel that room. You go to the bracket. You make it look like you can win. That's it.
Dude, did you on Facebook? I'm a big basketball fan, so I end up with a lot of basketball posts on my Facebook. But like one of the stories that is getting viral right now is when the first time Kobe played against Pau Gasol in the Olympics. Like they're both on the Lakers and they're good friends, and Kobe's just like, I'm gonna run right through Pau Gasol first play, and like the first play he just like offensive foul just knocked him to the floor, just to let him know. And yeah, that was it. And he set the tone right away, dude. It's that kind of stuff.
You can be the best of friends, but when you're on the court, when you're in the game, nothing's in between there. It's all about playing the game and doing the best that you can. And so that's what we're going to see out of both these players. You know, YaNoob and Ouija Plus. Not sure their relationship, but they're definitely just going to play their heart outs here. Both of them want to get high in that ranking, make sure that they can make this top 8. And, that quick dive going to give a good start, but YaNoob just able to keep this space until now. Activation.
Yeah, but YaNoob, I mean, obviously, like, I love watching YaNoob play, mostly because, like, a lot of people dropped Manat. You know, she got nerfed in a bunch of different ways, but YaNoob has kept it going with this character and still has such strong success. But against a character like Rashid, who's so good at getting in on you, it's terrifying.
Oh, got the hit and gonna get the cross up there too.
That was so nice. That was so dirty. That was dirty.
That was good recognition of the situation, right? You're gonna crouch fierce, it's gonna air reset them, spin them out. They can't get hit there, so you just sit and duck basically.
Mm-hmm. And also just want to give a quick shout out to Kim in the chat, of course. Kim1234, part of the old school teams over here. One of the best in SoCal for CVS2 back in the days, and NorCal, both.
Got Ouija kind of stuck here out at the gates. YaNoob trying to make sure that it keeps there, but the roundhouse knocking on the door, but side swap accidentally? Oh no.
Yeah, it was too high up. I've never seen someone drop out of the medium spinning mixer like that. And it hasn't been too much of a problem because Ouija Plus clearly with a huge life lead. That was going to be it right there. Had YaNoob gotten the crouch heavy punch into activation, it could have been the comeback, but very fortunate for Ouija to get that trade off of that jump and to take that round.
Absolutely, and doing a good job here. Ouija is rolling past whenever Manat or YaNoob throws out the orb just to close this distance and push to the corner, because Manat has very rough defensive options, and if you don't let her set up or get any of the orbs out, it can be really rough. Counter hit again, get on the reset, gonna get him again on the bait in the corner.
Was that the intention, to whiff the wall climb jump attack and then just come down with the medium punch? That was I mean, look, I got hit. That's one of the I got hit, and someone in the chat says that's the JB. So there you go, definitely an intentional setup here. And Ouija Plus taking game number 1. Again, this is loser side bracket, so whoever loses this is out of the tournament.
Round 1.
Yeah, I mean it's do or die time. You gotta make sure that you're doing it. Gonna try to get the cheeky round start light eagle kick. Not gonna work out. Get yourself put into the wrong situation here. Ouija stuck in this pressure.
Obviously not known for the pressure, but she can definitely do some damage if you're not. Oh no! What? Oh, what the heck? Very weird interaction right there. Low crouching roundhouse. No punish from Ouija, who just does an empty roll and gets thrown. Plus frames on that, yep. Saw YaNoob try to jump away from that. Got jabbed out of the air. Good reaction by Ouija.
All right, now got the counter hit conversion. Wasn't able to get anything else off of it, but gets the throw reset, just keeping this corner pressure high. Gonna dive kick in his face. Get more plus rings with the EX. Nice blocks out of YaNoob, blocking the cross-ups, but just can't find the opportunity out of this corner. The plus rings just non-stop. Light kick activate. Here we go. Tides have turned.
And this is actually great for Ouija because YaNoob. Oh, never mind. Oh man, I was about to say YaNoob had to use the V trigger to get out of the corner instead of being able to supply the mix-ups. But his life was low enough that he was still scared to take the throw, and so it actually worked out for YaNoob in the end. Anyhow.
Spending some of this meter here just to get this damage. Has to get this early activation Ouija just to try to tie the tides here, but powering right through. That's the purpose of that V skill too. Just get rid of that on the ground V trigger 2 tornado.
And that V trigger is about to run out here. Yeah, so not getting much use out of that, and so we're in a date. He thought he was going off the wall. He thought he was going off. Okay, not. Oh, that was such a nice V shift.
You can see that Ouija had the button afterwards to try to like time the meaty after the V shift, and it just was too fast and got thrown out for it, giving another game to YaNoob here. But a lot of interesting things happened like right at the end of that round, like the way Ouija was moving around and stuff like that, trying to get the pressure started with all the wall clings and everything like that. It's just so much trying to get thrown in the face of YaNoob, but the defense was just remarkable there.
Yeah, and at the end too, Ouija Plus definitely wanted to keep the offense going. So YaNoob had the right read. He was gonna cancel into the EX tornado, and so he had the interruption there. And love the side switch now from YaNoob. And look at this pressure going. I mean, at least Manat is actually mostly zoning, unlike Dawson, quote zoner unquote. I said that for Commander Jesse in the chat, by the way. So
There's
your character's
aspects,
top tier now, man. Come back in.
there's aspects that every character can rush down. And Dawson still has some mix-up potential or some zoning potential, and you'll just dash up overhead as the final kill after so many mixes there in the corner. Just YaNoob overwhelmed there.
That's what Rashid is going to do to you. Rashid is definitely one of those characters that once you get in on Manat, it can just basically destroy Manat because he's so scary to fight at point blank range. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, that benefit of the sweep from Manat, you're able to get some good distance there, but not any distance if you're trapped in this corner. Ouija getting some good frames here, getting the stuff started, interrupting the orb recall, gonna get the stun for it too. Won't have enough to kill, but what's gonna be the setup here?
He spends 1 EX bars, goes for the mix-up instead of the combo guaranteed damage. Here we go, activation, nice defense, but yep, take the throw. Dude, take the throw. And out of there with the V reversal, take the throw. Let the orbs run out, man. Take the throw.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not good.
So
the
long.
overhead.
Right, now-
Super?
Didn't super, but the next set will be able to kill if he's able to find it. No, the Walkley again, just getting out of dodge. Away from his hitbox, away from just being in that grounded space that YaNoob was controlling, up into the air, coming down right over, I think a button like a standlight kick or something there, putting him up 2-1.
I can't believe YaNoob didn't super there. I could have swore that was just, obviously there's a lot of scaling there, but I thought that even min scaled, that should have killed in that situation. But again, this is me we're talking about, and I'm always wrong. So, you know what? I'll trust YaNoob more than I'll trust me. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I like the dash out. Get yourself some more space here in the neutral. And the big crush. Ouija can't pushing buttons. Next hit for the stun. All right, the V-shift and the break going to get the stun down a little bit here and get some damage as well. No, not quite.
Nice. Counter hit off the wall jump does turn into that knockdown.
Trying to approach on his own terms when the orb's not going to be as big as the play, but finally YaNoob getting the orb back, and we're just back here chilling in the neutral. Ouija trying to find the opportunity to get in, whiffs a roll right in the face, but finds the throw anyway.
Here we go, mix-ups. Nice block on the overhead, saw that coming. Oh! Try to interrupt with the spinning mixer. Trade, but still not dead yet.
Went for the air-to-air, it wasn't enough, tried to do it again. Oh no!
He's got a super, but oh no, he spent the V reversal. No! Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh. I mean, that was a KO situation. Oh, actually, no. Ouija had spent a lot of his meter as well, so he didn't have the chip anymore. So YaNoob could have lived.
Yeah, but there was the because Manat's medium punch isn't like a solid rectangle hitbox. There's like two separate ones with the medium and the orb. Like the Rashid wall clean went right over the orb, and now we're just watching YaNoob on the backboard here, trying to get this pressure started, going a little more aggro here. Found that the passivity wasn't working.
Oh, that was sick. You couldn't see Rashid at all thanks to the tornado. He was just kind of like hiding behind it. Now, YaNoob with a big life lead, but oh, that's going to be enough to kill. He just ran into the explosion.
Yeah, trying to get around that orb, right? You really don't want to be next to the orb. You want to be either far away from, like, far behind the orb or far in front of the orb, like pressuring or not. Right on top of the orb is when you get into trouble, but the excellent juggle on the entire tornado there, you're just going to give some good damage to Ouija, but right back at you, YaNoob, spending that meter as well.
Yeah, he's going to be able to combo off that, off the whiff. Roll kick right there. Oh, no, not enough for that cross-up. Her cross-up's not the best cross-up in the game. Okay, knockdown. Here's that pressure. There's that, quote, nerf buff off of the wall clean right there. Oh, what side?
I shot got missed, yo. But we got the activation on the orb recall, and this can be where it all comes back.
Where's the reset? Where is the reset? There it is. He saw it. He saw it. We all knew that it was coming. Oh, the orb saved him. Couldn't quite catch.
Dude, she's gonna be able to close it out.
Oh,
he
boy.
didn't get the big crush. Gonna get the orb recall. It's not gonna touch, but you're getting the plus frames and baited out the big EX reversal. The only time Ouija has used it so far.
Oh man, clutch. That is clutch right there from YaNoob, especially landing that super plus dive kick drill to bait out that EXDP. YaNoob taking it 2-2, still alive.
I mean, we said it in Puzzle Fighter that you can never say never in that game. It's very true in this game too. If you have a pixel in a dream, you can make that comeback.
Yep. All you need is a pixel and a prayer, and you can always make the comeback. Everybody has gotten a perfect at one point in time. You know you could win without taking any damage. But speaking of damage, blocks. That's a odd overhead to go for, just kind of in this situation here. But nice up tornado, catching the drill.
Sometimes you just feel what's going to happen here, and that's like the jump out on the roll there. YaNoob just had a feeling that there was going to be a fireball or anything, but blows through the V-trigger fireball. You're going to be able to blast that dive kick straight out of the air, getting this pressure push into the corner, looking for a shimmy. But we out of the corner now. Ouija at least has a chance here to get his own pressure started.
Yeah, YaNoob went low so many times. He was hoping Ouija was expecting the instant overhead fuzzy. He went low, and then he went locked up and did a bunch of lows, and Ouija never bit. And Ouija, oh no, the orb coming back. Yep, the orb's coming back. He wasn't expecting YaNoob to throw out, to recall the orb at that particular moment, and he was too far away to try to hit her on the orb recovery. YaNoob at match point now, and remember, he was on the verge of being sent out of the tournament.
Yeah, and now look at this, just getting this pressure started. YaNoob can smell the blood in the water, finds the stun, and you talked about getting a perfect anyway. Like, we might see it here. Look for the wall cling, but not able to get the punish. And now we're back to this mid screen. Can Ouija find the activation? It's just pure medium punches, the wall of buttons, stopping Ouija and sending him out of this tournament.
Oh man, nicely done to YaNoob, clutching it out. That clutch round where he baited out the EX spinning mixer proved to be the difference right there, and it is going to be YaNoob advancing forward. And again, guys, look, we have 16 codes remaining on the Matcherino over here. Please, if you have not had the chance to use it, jump on over to the Matcherino, click the claim code. I do this on every stream right here. We have Matcherino. I'm gonna click log in, click my Google, because that's what I actually use. Click on my name, and then I'm gonna click claim code. Boom, just like that. 25 cents added to the pot. So if you guys want to add to the pot to help, make sure these players who are putting in all the work actually get some money. And then also, it's super easy to do, man, and to support.
Yeah, it's a free money just going through to add to the Matcherino pots. It's so easy. It's like 3 or 4 clicks to go through and claim the code from login. And then claiming the code, it's like 3 or 4 clicks. Super easy to do. Takes probably like 15 seconds to go through once you've loaded the page. It's just a nice thing to do to add that money to the player's pocket. So definitely want to make sure that we're doing that, giving the players some love and supporting the tournament series as well, showing that like you're coming in, you're showing up, you're supporting, not only the players but the tournament, showing that, hey, we like that you've gotten all these players here and doing all this good stuff. We want to reward the players for showing up and playing. So thank you all that have used the codes.
And of course, if you want to just donate a little bit of money yourself, that is also possible as well. Again, it's just a wonderful service that we need to utilize a little bit more. I mean, not even a little bit more, but a lot more in the FTC to get, these players paid. As I always say, quote the Gladiator line, are you not entertained? Are you not having fun watching this? Doesn't cost you a cent to add to that pot. And so that is definitely one of the options there. And whoa, interesting here.
The poison has Filipino Man.
80s bully with the Necalli? Okay, look, like I said, I didn't know who 80s bully was, but if you asked me to guess what character they played, Necalli is definitely not the character I would have predicted.
Yeah, but using the samurai outfit, this is the old one. I think Kazunoko picked this in 2016 to be the CPT costume before
That's right.
he decided what character he was going to play. To be fair, this costume is sick. As sick as 80s Bully is with this corner pressure here, just not letting Filipino Man get any space in this corner. EXTP just believing in it.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, I mean, I think that this probably means that Filipino Man definitely knows who this player is, because Filipino Man did not go with the Rose. That is obviously his favorite character, but chose to go with the Poison, so maybe knew that 80s Bully was going to go with the Necalli. Now, he does have a lot of practice versus Necalli, because, part of that training crew is Sherry Genix. And so he definitely plays a lot against Necalli, so probably knows that he'd rather play Poison in the matchup, but 80s Bully taking round number 1.
The thing that has me interested here is Money Green said that this was Sev, and we have I Love Lazy here too, which means this is probably Sevele here, rocking the Necalli instead of the Lucia that we usually see him. Necalli was the old pick before the Lucia came out.
Sevele, huh? Okay, all right. My boy Sevele here, all right, running as the 80s Bully, and yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of my Lucia senseis, so I'll try not to be biased here.
I mean, maybe just a little biased. Filipino Man was able to tie up the round count here just in game 1, so it's definitely back and forth here. It's gonna be tight if Sevele is able to get that pressure started. If we're able to see those big DPs hit and like the put Filipino Man on tilt a little bit here, it can definitely start stacking up a little bit. But seasoned veteran Filipino Man, I mean, it's hard to take somebody like that out of the game.
Oh yeah. Filipino Man, I mean, didn't play Street Fighter V for the longest time. Rose came back, and then all of a sudden he's like in the mix of everything, He's just such a strong, fundamentally sound player. So much success during the Street Fighter 4 era as well. But here comes Sevele trying to get in there.
Oh, couldn't get the anti-air in time. This gives Filipino Man so much space. The counter hit conversion as well. That's the stun, and that's going to be enough to close out game 1.
Yeah, a lot of this makes sense to me now, because Lucia versus Poison can be a pretty rough match, right? I mean, you have the character like Poison with range for days, and then you have Lucia, who's literally the stubbiest character in the game when it comes to normal buttons. I'm not bitter or anything, and so I can see why Filipino Man probably decided to go with the Poison in that intent to counter pick Lucia, and Sevele's like, there ain't no way I'm gonna play this Lucia versus that. So
I mean, we'll have to see. We went back to the lobby screen, back to the character select. That Lucia could be coming through, or it could be the switch up. Maybe we want Necalli still, but we want V-Skill too with a little puddle. There's plenty of little things that you can tweak and see here, so it'd be interesting.
Yeah, one of the nice things, let's see if he does go with the Lucia over here. Yeah, he is going to go with the Lucia. One of the nice things about this matchup is that, once Lucia gets in, she's one of the scariest characters in the game. Like, her corner pressure is second to basically almost nobody in the game. And then on top of that, she has the heavy burn kick, the quarter circle back plus kick, which is really, really powerful tool against Poison's crouching heavy punch. And here we go. This is this corner pressure I'm talking about.
Oh, Sevele wasted no time just going in and just beating up Filipino Man. You can really feel the absolute experience he has with Lucia, the way that he was spacing out a lot of his normals and setups like that. But it's easy once you're in the driver's seat. Let's see how he's going to react when Anton's the one kind of steering the boat here. God, that was a ridiculous read. Just the up whip, just calling out, oh, you're just gonna neutral jump or forward jump here. Now you're locked in this corner, but back throw.
Didn't expect the counter hit. Like the jump out, but here we go. Sevele Gonna be able to get some extra damage off of this. Look at this, and look at the corner carry. And he's still rocking the V-Trigger 1, interestingly enough. A lot of Lucias have gone to the V-Trigger 2 now for the utility. So interesting that Sevele is still rocking that V-Trigger 1.
I mean, part of it is always just playing what you're comfortable with, and you can see just the extra distance that Sevele was able to carry, basically corner to corner in one combo.
Nice. Got the counter hit confirm off of the crouch light punch, off of the run cancel, and here we go. This is the Lucia corner pressure into the shimmy, into the stun. Now, probably not going to be able to kill. Lucia scales her combos really badly, so yeah, goes for the reset, goes for the frame trap as well.
Sevele's definitely trying to be that 80s bully.
And there we go. So maybe actually he did want to play. He didn't want to play Lucia against the Rose. So the Roses that I've played with Lucia, I hate that match. So maybe he was actually trying to go with the Necalli to fight against Rose, and Filipino Man kind of, blind pick, counter picked him. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see if, obviously we're back here to the character select. So I feel like Filipino Man is going to switch to the Rose, because once Rose gets all those orbs set up, like, it's really hard for Lucia to get through that, because she has a fireball, but it takes forever. She's got to throw out the firecracker and then shoot the flipper shot. And so let's see how, I'm dying to see how Sevele handles this matchup. I really want to see how he handles this.
Yeah, and it's I feel like the same kind of run play. Like, if you're in the driver's seat, it's the Manat. Oh my
What?
Goodness. Listen, everything's coming out. Manat will allow you to control more of that mid-range with the medium punches, the fierces, throwing out the orb, and everything like that. So that could also be part of it. But when you're jumping into fireballs, it's definitely not a good look.
I didn't even know Filipino Man had a Manat.
Yeah, I think this was a character, like, once he came back and picked up Rose, it was like, well, Manat's Rose's student, let's try this character out.
Fair, that's right, yeah. And still sad that they did not give the Devilot costume to Karin, because they both do the Ojo laugh. But we've got the Devilot. I think they just really wanted to make it so her orb is the Super 8 from Cyberbots, because obviously she's a Cyberbots character.
Ooh, nice DP, is going to get this corner pressure, going to find the activation. Anton not going to use any of the V skills, V reversals to get out. Instead, just going to activate. Sevele crosses himself up in the corner, gets the juggle, yes, and now just one more touch. What's it going to be?
Trying to jump away. Just a raw burn kick. And again, there is the power of V-Trigger 1 right there. All of your moves are basically the EX version, and EX burn kick is -2 on block. So you can throw that out there without dying for it. And so that's why Sevele, being the 80s bully, like you said, just running up and burn kicking in your face.
What are you going to do? Try to throw tag? But looking rough here for Sevele, now stuck in this corner. Anton working on this perfect. Filipino Man, working on this perfect, and just needs to find something. Wants that EX run into activation. Not going to be able to find it on the regular run into V skill. So prevented the perfect, which I think is the important part.
Moral victories. Oh no, the orb still hit on the way back. Even had she had blocked the run V skill, orb still would have hit. So, but he was trying to catch her before she recovered. Oh, what a neutral jump by Filipino Man on that perfect timing to predict that slide. Of course, that slide, yeah, at that proper range right there can be safe. And got him.
Yeah, and all this match is about is if Sevele can stay in this pocket, stay in this close range where Manat can't get that space to breathe. But finally, the hit confirmed for Filipino Man.
What was that trade? What did Filipino Man hit Sevele with that pop Lucia all up into the sky like that?
I don't know what caused the pop. All I know is that he's chasing down these D-shifts. Hold my pressure is what Sevele is saying. Don't be shifting. If he wakes up with the 3 trade.
He did it! Oh my God!
Sevele.
I can't tell you how many matches I've won with that. Just do it. Slide and EXDB. Just do it, baby. Risk it all.
Risk it for the
and
biscuit.
again,
go ahead.
Oh no, I was about to say the tricky part was if I'm not wrong, Sevele did not have any meter at that point, and so you're like he can't EXDP. But again, when you're in V Trigger 1, every one of your special moves is the EX version, so the DP becomes the truly invincible DP.
Yeah, but Filipino Man not letting that throw his gameplay off, understands that that's the risk you run when you're fighting Sevele.
Yeah, I need to talk to him because I mean the fact that Filipino Man is not picking Rose against Lucia is really interesting. I want to pick their brains on that one.
I mean, that could be the question here, but we're going to have to wait to see what the answer is. Going to use the V-Reversal. It's so rough with Manat, but wasn't able to find the confirm with Sevele. With Manat, you're basically a sitting duck once you V-Reversal, but thankfully, Filipino Man felt it in his soul that Sevele wasn't going to get that punish, was able to turn the tides here.
So Filipino Man trying to show that he's like, hey, look, I have a Manat. And again, part of that team with Flakito and Chris ECH and Sherry, and they're always playing against each other all the time. So again, Filipino Man has definitely fought against, Flakito's, no, Flakito does have a Manat, right? Or am I just thinking of YaNoob at this point in time? I might actually be mixed up here.
I mean, Jot plays like most of the characters. So.
Right, Jot's the one with the Manat. That's right. Okay.
All right, but Filipino Man answering resignedly. Really, I think the big change here for Filipino Man was understanding that Sevele was going for a lot of risky options for Oki pressure, like dashing that extra time to push to the corner or like get a little bit closer for like a better better combo route. And then just checking and waking up with Sandlight Kick, getting the pressure off, getting his own pressure started. So it's all about these little decisions, stopping Sevele in his tracks, but this just gives Sevele the chance to tighten things up again and turn the tides.
And again, Lucia, like I said, has some of the stubbiest normals on the ground. And so when you're fighting against a character like Manat, like you can just see this neutral here right now. So yeah, the fireball is definitely going to be one of the key tools for Lucia to work. Yeah, that's a nice little bait here. And here we go, big damage here. Going to go for the damage route there. Ooh, nice EX run to throw, close to stun. Maybe one more here. Tries to go for the frame trap with the burn kick. Goes for the knockdown to try to get the stun, and the overhead connects. Sevele should be able to take this round, provided he doesn't drop the combo and I don't commentate or curse him, and he does take the round.
Yeah, and I mean, there was such fine play. There was a point where Filipino Man tried to do sleep into orb recovery. He wasn't able to get it. Like, Sevele was at that perfect distance where the sweep didn't hit. Tried to chase him down on a backdash attempt, but Filipino Man staying patient, finding a punish, and trying to work with this corner here that Sevele's kind of shoved him into.
Yeah, this is key right here, getting into this quarter position, but Filipino Man, got him actually. It's actually pretty easy to jump over that thing. Not that I'm bitter or anything. Ooh, sweet, but too far away. And yeah, it's trying to jump away from the medium fireball is actually a bait. That's what Lucia's want you to do because they're gonna just run and follow it up like that. Again, same bait, and Filipino Man has fallen for it at least 3 or 4 times. No! Drop combo from Sevele that could have taken it.
He's still going in. All right, we got the side swap. This could be big damage with the reset again. He has the super, can hit the combo in order to get the kill. Drops it. Oh, that drop. All you had to do was hit the combo into the super. You can't get greedy at that point. It's down to the wire. You need the super to kill so that you can stay alive in the tournament. Instead, Sevele finds the hit after the drop there. Is able to move forward. He'll end up going up against JB, which would also be a super fun fight. And that was down to the wire.
Brutal right there. Filipino Man had it in the bag right there, but again, that's the curse of Manat, right? You gotta have that execution down, and that's why Sako still plays her, because nobody has better execution than Sako. But that does mean that Sevele is gonna continue moving forward in this bracket, and I may be able to get to see some more Lucia action here on stream. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's always gonna be good. I would say that I could get to see Guile, but I don't think Chris CCH is gonna fly with that. I think it's gonna be business as usual with the Luke, but we're not going quite up the winners finals yet. We're gonna go through the rest of this losers. Of course, we have Flakito and YaNoob. I think is gonna be the next match. As we're kind of going through this bracket here, of course, Chris CCH and John are in the winner side, and then winners finals, excuse me, and then Flakito versus YaNoob, and then 80s Bully versus JB. That's how bracket math works.
Yeah.
trying to fill out my brain on the fly. So it's just going to be super fun to see who's going to make that loser semis finals gambit, and then have to run through basically the rest of the bracket at that point.
Oh man, so yeah, Chris CCH versus Jot, and Flakito versus YaNoob, JB versus 80s Bully, and I can't tell right now, but I think we are doing the Flakito versus YaNoob match that's coming up over here. The screen is too small.
If I squint, I make up Manat and Rose.
Oh yeah. Good call. That's right. Okay.
Which I think are going to be the characters that they play, or at least the matchup. I'm not sure. It'll be super interesting because I don't get to see the student master matchup that much. But you've said it so many times that like a bunch of these players have this rotation. With Flakito and Filipino Man, both of them, and Jot and Chris CCH all have this amazing character lists and can practice like Rose versus Manat, which isn't a super common matchup, but can definitely give Flakito the leg up here.
Yeah, and again, just 2 codes remaining. If you guys have the chance, 2 people. We just need 2 people who have not already used the Matcherino code. Please donate those to the pot here to help the players out again. And if you have anything extra, again, obviously, I understand it's rough times, but like if you do have anything to add, any little bit is appreciated very, very much. And we remember I have to talk about Flakito had that brutal game 1 on the winner's side where clearly he had thought the super was going to kill, and maybe he had put down the controller to drink a water or something like that, but it was a pixel away from killing, and that allowed Jot to win and come back in that round. Brutal, but yeah, this is the student versus master round here.
And right now it's YaNoob that's doing a good job here. Got the card set on him finally, but might not be able to make the most of it here with Flakito. In this rough spot where Manat can send back a lot of the regular projectiles or absorb them if the orb is out. So maybe a little bit more with the set is what we're going to try to see, so that YaNoob can't reverse as many projectiles out of Flakito, but no V-trigger left, just sitting here with a few pixels of life left. What can Flakito do?
Well, that's a good start. Here we go, the pressure trying to get in there, but yeah, YaNoob just walking backwards. Yeah, I mean, I agree with the chat. I have not actually seen this match before. I mean, I see Vi say that in the chat over here. It's not a match that I've seen too often, although I'm sure, it happens a lot, with the characters that get played, and these players obviously make it very far, but like, I feel like is this going to be one of those weird, ironic matches where Manat actually does well against Rose, even though she's supposed to be the student,
I mean, I think that's what it could shape up to be. I mean, Manat's block screens can really, stifle Rose, in the corner and the mid screen, just not having a true reversal other than, risking it with EX drill. And then projectiles are just Manat's forte. Like, it's so hard to get around the projectiles, or like use your projectiles to beat Manat. But here we go, using the EX fireball to get the mix going, getting the meaty fireball combo too.
Oh, what? I don't even know. I have zero idea what side that hit on. I have no idea what side that hit on. But I mean, one of the cool things I like seeing about this match, though, is that there is a lot of full screen battling here. I mean, that is definitely a classic Street Fighter 2, kind of match, being full screen, throwing projectiles at each other. But these two right now are like, nah, we're going in. We're swinging now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that stand medium kick from just outside the pocket, just gonna be able to get the stun there. When you need that one hit, I mean, it's been the story of Rose in so many games. That stand medium kick is just so dangerous.
Okay, so Flakito does end up taking it and says, nope, lore will prevail. The lore will prevail. The master is gonna win over the student. Rose looking strong.
To your, like literally just hitting him out. Listen to your master.
Round one. Fight.
We're still in the Obi-Wan show. We're not quite in Star Wars: A New Hope just yet. So, all right. Spoiler warning. So, missed it, but didn't get punished for it. I mean, she's like minus 20 or something like that after you block that light soul spiral. It's just very far. I don't know if it's actually minus 20, but it's minus a lot. So.
Yeah, it's definitely minus enough that you think you should get a punish, but these teleports have been deadly from Flakito. YaNoob not using the V reversal the same way that we saw Jot to not V reversal but V shifts to get out of these 50-50 mix-ups. Of course, that V trigger, that 3-bar V trigger is so much more important to Manat than a 2-bar V trigger for Cody. So that's definitely playing the factor.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest things here is that when you're down in life and you're a Manat player, like. You almost kind of don't have a choice. You can't really afford to use that meter. And yeah, we all know the resets here at this point in time. We know it's coming at some point. YaNoob has tried to go for several resets here and there. Oh, he tried to get him with the classic Filipino Man bait, that close medium kick. Out of there.
I thought that orb was going to catch the landing frames, but landed in time and was able to avoid it. Just popping him with the spiral, keeping this distance game set up.
Dude, the interactions between the characters in this match have been absolutely fascinating. Now, walked him all the way back into the corner.
Oh, just outside. Wanted to just barely connect on the tip to still be plus on the little slide there. But Flakito was just that little pixel out of range.
There we go. Flakito now up 2-0. Trying to maintain this lore match here. Trying to stay on top with the Rose. And again, it's interesting because, I mean, obviously, between Filipino Man, Flakito, and a few others here on the West Coast, like I feel like US West is like the Rose Central. I don't see a lot of people playing this character in other areas. And, you talk to someone like Filipino Man who says that he clearly thinks Rose is one of the stronger characters in the game.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But preaching the gospel well enough just in the Southwest, California, LA area, just having fun. Not too many other regions have caught on. There's a few good ones here and there, but not to the skill that Filipino Man has kind of taught over there. But went into the corner. This could be a dangerous game. YaNoob can start the pressure.
Yep, gets the orb back as well. Now you've got to deal with this situation here. Flakito trying to fight his way out. Goes with the heavy kick. That is definitely punishable on block. And the throw from YaNoob. Gonna put one round on the board here. Definitely has the long and winding road to make it back. If YaNoob wants to win this, gotta win 3 games straight.
I mean, never count somebody out, and if we get a good enough run going, that momentum shift, we could definitely see something happening, but Flakito is not gonna have it.
That was definitely not the setup that he wanted there at all. There's some weirdness going on there, and wow, I can't believe that jump heavy. Blocking.
I mean, that's dangerous. You're trying to play this spacing game, and so you're trying to walk back when they're walking forward, and then they just keep walking forward. And you're like, do I do something? But Flakito's partly just waiting for the right opportunity. Saw the jump, realized even if it traded with the projectile, YaNoob didn't have enough life, and now just gonna flow through the orb send out with the EX. We've seen it a couple times with Flakito flipping over it this time. Looks to be heavy. Now the damage is stacking big. Right over the head, couldn't get the hit on the orb, but pops him up.
Tries a V shift out of there. Nice, using that V gauge, but again, too close, and Manat definitely has the range to be able to punish that. YaNoob trying to get on the board, gets the activation and the raw overhead. Gonna find his mark, but too far away for that to connect. The throw is not gonna stun.
You still have 2 orbs left. You can still make something happen. The call out on the jump to throw at the orb, but good blocks. You're not over yet. One more touch. The light kick wasn't enough.
Oh my god. Oh, what a block.
Oh, dude, it's comboing, but yo, just throw it out again! Just throw it out again, I don't care! You're gonna try to whip punish me, you're gonna miss, and I'm gonna hit my EX drill!
Wow. Just do it. Throw out the light shawl and just be like, you know what? Hey, and just throw out. Dude, it's the classic sweep strategy when you whiff with the sweep and just throw out the second one and hope that it crush counters. He did it there with the soul spiral, light soul spiral, EX soul spiral. Oh man, so
Reminds
indeed.
Reminds me of
ahead.
Ken in Street Fighter 2, just light DP, just like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna try to hit the first one, huh?
The classic. Oh man, and it's so funny because like all of us old guys, when we play against Ken in Street Fighter 2 and we get hit by that, we're just like, man, that's been working for like 30 years.
Almost 35 now.
Yeah. Oh God,
It's
stop.
getting old.
Yeah, no, 30 years. I think 1991 is when Street Fighter 2 came out. So
I'm rounding up.
don't you dare, don't you dare. Oh man. Yeah, but definitely agree with Free in the chat. Good games to YaNoob though, played really, really well. Unfortunately, is going to be taken out of the tournament at this point in time. So YaNoob is out, Flakito moves on, and now it's going to be JB going up against 80s Bully, aka Sevele. See how this goes here. Obviously, like I said, very stubby buttons for Lucia, and Rashid has a lot of good ways past projectiles. So I want to see if how Sevele handles the footsie game in this situation. Yeah, he's going for the fireballs, and we haven't seen the V skill 1 from JB for the punish just yet.
Yeah, I mean, but oh my goodness, the big risk. You're expecting JB to press in a little bit there to make EX, but nothing there. Now you're stuck in this corner against Rashid. Like block out, understanding the options, right?
Try to go for a little bit of a shimmy after that burn kick. Not gonna have the anti-air. Too late for that punish. And speaking of too late for the punish, both of them not getting the punish. Got the shimmy, but was too far away to do anything about it. Oh, that's the trick. That's the trick. You land on the fireball.
Ooh, toss it 2 times, 3 times. Oh, gets the shim anyway. All right.
Let's go.
James is just here biasly rooting for Lucia.
I'm just gonna say I was one of the people who showed Sevele that trick.
All right, credit where credit's due. All right.
I stole it from somebody else, though. I stole it from somebody else, so it's not my thing.
No, I'm gonna call it James Shen from now on.
Buttons on wake up. Interesting. Okay, goes for the medium punch instead of the throw. Run, back throw. This is beautiful. Has the corner position. What a one-hit confirm.
Missed the beat, but it doesn't matter when you're just gonna trade out three frames from Warframe, I think there. And, already one apiece. This is the pace that Sevele wants, right? It's just gonna be snappy. We're just gonna be in your face. We're gonna get the damage. We don't want to play slow. We can play slow, but we don't want to play slow. We want to go in. We want to do damage.
Right. Yeah. Again, once Lucia gets in, probably one of the most terrifying characters in the game, and you know, justifiably so, because like she does have kind of trouble in the neutral a little bit in the range. And there we go. Sevele is so good at finding that right there, the frame trap off of the run into the tackle. I can't believe he made it under in time, and he's. If he's gonna spend the meter for this,
No, he spins out the reset.
What a jerk.
80s bully. What a bully.
Oh, God. I am way too familiar with that one, dude. That was definitely an execution error. Like I said, it happens because she has a quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, a DP, and an offensive crouch light kick with all of her special moves on the ground, and so it's so easy to accidentally DP.
Oh my goodness, V-shift the light button in the corner means it's pretty easy to get punished there, but out of the corner, but not without taking some damage. The heavy punch gonna check you on the way out here.
Ooh, nice. EX running to stop off of that air reset, catches the back dash, and Sevele is just doing some massive damage with this character. Holy moly. Wow.
Yeah. Again, I mean, it's been no time at all. I think the prediction is still up, and we're already 2 games for Seville. So, you know, get your points in if you want to get some channel points. But JB gonna try to slow down the pace of the match. Take that deep breath. Just in and out. Just like, let's reset. Let's run my game plan. I'm in control. It's not Seville's game.
This is such inspiration for me right here. I need to watch more Seville streams. Get inspired by what he can do with this character.
I've definitely had those moments, and it's definitely not as easy as he makes it look.
Oh man.
There's a certain style that he has.
Yeah.
Just
there's a very similar style of play to what Blast. Like, so Blast is, you know, the kind of player, her goal is just to make it so you never have time to think about what to do. You know, it's just constant. And that's kind of how Seville plays as well, with how he uses Lucia, just constantly making you wonder what to do next.
Yeah, and it feels rough around the edges, but it's really all just a flow of that mental damage trying to inflict on your opponent. But right now, JB trying to have that strength to withstand it all. Has his V-trigger. Is he going to get a chance to activate it is the question.
Man, JB has not stopped hitting buttons on his wake up at all. Yeah, so JB's really got to make sure he's got his frame traps on point. Oh, nice. The classic, the bait. Oh, what? Yeah, I know you're going for an empty jump. He was not scared of the cross-up. He was crouching and hit buttons. No fear. No fear.
I don't know what to say. There was nothing but belief in Seville's heart. He was like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna push buttons and I'm gonna win right here. Like, watch it happen. Like, he manifested it in his brain, but the sweep, checking that distance, couldn't check the dashboard, still locked in this corner. Seville just can't seem to find a good purchase here, but the free reversal, the invincibility frames got him out.
JB still with the pressure here mid-screen. Now back to this here. Yeah, Seville so good at finding those moments to dash forward for the pressure. Gets the combo. So much pressure you can apply after that run. EX up kicks now. That was definitely some of the buffs that she's gotten. Again, the same trick, the same mix-up. And the throw is going to keep JB alive. But just barely.
I mean, let's see if he can convert into a full game here. Keep his losers bracket life alive here. Because it was looking rough here, but we're getting some good set play here. Got the corner cross up, gonna try it all again. Got the shim sham, thank you, ma'am.
This, I mean, I will say this. I think Lucia is one of the hardest characters to get out of the corner because her normals just have so little range. It's harder for her to fight out of the corner than most characters can. Obviously, everybody dies in the corner, right? I mean, that's Street Fighter V. That's the name of the game. That's how it works. But I do feel like it's really tough for her to fight out of that situation. And like I said, perhaps justifiably so, because when she gets you in the corner, she is absolutely terrifying.
Oh my goodness,
ooh,
just swinging out, saw it and believed in it. Got the whip punish, push into the corner quickly here. Already looking rough for JP on the verge of stun.
Oh, but that's a huge crush counter here. Gonna get the super ambiguous cross up. What the heck?
But now look at this. The stun now on the other table. Gonna be able to get it here. But Rashid's damage not the highest here. Yeah, gonna need one more situation to kill, and drops the tornado early to get the better setup and finds the cross up again. We've seen Seville get hit by that cross up a couple of times now in that corner. Seems to be this tricky play here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Seville is trying to go for. I mean, remember, he jabbed last time and challenged it, and JB got hit. So JB's like, no, I'm just going to go for the cross-up. You keep getting hit by it. Nice backdash away from the throw and going, yep, one of her new combos that she can do thanks to the definitive patch. That's going to be a punish into the corner.
Ooh, why you reversing?
Oh, that's it. That's the round right here. Seville gonna be at match point again. Here we go. And you know, if Seville wants to blow up that wall clear, you can do the mashing between down back and down forward and do EXDP, because that goes straight up, and that that. Oh, see, you can't get a fireball still there.
Yeah, that EX bar, we saw it so many times with just the feature activated, but just showing the properties. It is the EX and the back throw. Oh my goodness, that mixer hitting on both sides, saving JB, and now the crush. He can get some good damage here and the corner control.
Yep. Oh, he did. He bust out finally with the EX. Goes for the rush shoulder after the EX DP, spacing it out to be safe.
I have the theory that Sevle just wants to do enough damage to JB and build the bars that slide EXDP. Oh, waited a tick that time. Waited for a button.
Got the hit. Overhead. What a block by JB. Ah, but the crouching medium kick gonna whiff punish the standing heavy punch. And 80s bully, aka Sevle, makes it forward on the loser side of the bracket, eliminating JB from the tournament. Woo.
Oh my goodness, you get your wish, James. Lucia stays in.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, the one thing I was talking about is that her EXDP goes straight up, and it's true airborne invul like the entire time it's going up. So when you see Rashid, I don't know if he has a safe jump timing in the times that we've seen that, but if you, like, this is something that I've done since Street Fighter 4. If you mash between down forward and down back, and then hit 3 kicks, it doesn't matter what side they end up on, you will end up inputting a DP input, because as long as they're switching, you know, that's part of the leniency of the DP input. And so it becomes to the point where it doesn't matter what side they're on, you can get the DP out almost guaranteed.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Sevle maybe has a thing or two to learn, but was able to find that pressure to you know, close it out, and was not able, or excuse me, did not let JB find that spacing to run his own gameplay again. But we got winners finals coming up here. It's Chris CCH.
I'm just gonna say, I'm not trying to say that I'm trying to teach Sevle stuff. I'm just trying to give him more tools so we can keep winning. That's all. I mean, that's all I'm trying to do. Regardless
of like how good you are, it doesn't matter if like somebody's lower ranked than you. They can have a good idea, have some good planning if you're just willing to open your ears a little bit. Of course, you take things with a grain of salt. Not everything is, you know, is perfect advice. But we're running it into winners finals right now. We got Jot and CCH, and we've been seeing you know, Chris CCH dominate so much, but Jot with this Cody pick I haven't seen too much of, other than you know, what we saw against Flakito, where it was looking super clean once we got the party started. So I'm curious if this is the answer to Luke here.
I mean, the closest thing to perfect advice we can probably give is pick Luke. But I mean, Jot right now, look at the spacing on that to avoid the V skill 2. So Chris CCH likes to do that V skill 2 into activation, but Jot trying to come in here and throw a little bit of a monkey wrench into the plans of Chris CCH. Like I said, these US West World Warriors have been dominated by Chris CCH so far, but Jot maybe trying to give us a different look here.
I mean, you can try, but you might not succeed. Chris CCH working on what is mostly a perfect this round. Let's see if he's going to be able to close it out. No. Ooh, did I just curse him?
Oh,
no, okay.
There's that V skill 2, the backwards V shift. Instead of hits, it activates on throws. Yeah, I do agree that Cody does have a lot of good normals that he can keep up with, just evidence right there.
A big boot to the face, and that's going to be one hit to the stun. Is it going to be the mash out?
He did it. The desperation uppercut. Jot really didn't believe. He's like, there's no way Chris CCH would do this. He's going to rely on his defense. No.
It's the weird I know that you know that I know. So it's just like, I know you're close to stun and want to mash DP, but I also know you're a good player. I won't do it. And you're just like, I just want out of this corner. It's like all Chris CCH is thinking.
Yep. And so Chris, I mean, look at this. He's basically tied it up. And if he gets one hit, that's in the super and that's game over. So that whole round was so much. Dude, he is just fishing.
Yeah, but at
Obviously
the same time, as Jot
Oh
can find that.
no! What? That was the same execution error. I feel like that happened to JB. The crouch walk, and then it came out as a quarter circle forward. and just a point blank ruffian kick. Oh no!
A true heartbreaker to see that. Jot really just needed that one confirm. Had one EX bar in the knife, had plenty of damage to take off the chunk of life that Chris had, especially with the gray life that was stacked up. But one input error, one mistake, and Chris CCH is all over it.
Dang, Jot is on hitbox and it still happened. That's crazy. There's that one hit confirm. Okay, backwards throw, try to take him to the corner. Wow, just responding with a fireball in that situation. And there's that crush counter. See, even if you don't get the crush counter, you get the confirm, but then on the crush counter, you get an even better combo for a -2 button. Come on. Come on, man.
Oh, he challenged after the roundhouse. Didn't believe that it was going to be plus, and can make this happen if we get a good activation. Has another EX bar here. Can definitely make something happen. I like the V shift there from Chris CCH. Reset the neutral a little bit here where Luke's going to be stronger. Take away all of that regular health. Only gray life. Any hit will be able to do it. You have these EX fireballs so fast, so punishing. Where's the hit?
Oh no, he did not expect the jump because that button missed. He was hoping it would combo, and then Chris CCH jumped. And Jot was just like, wait a second, like, oh, I wasn't sure if my move was gonna hit, but I wasn't expecting a jump at all. So Chris CCH sneaking through with that.
And started this one with an excellent hit confirm on the low forward. Able to take all the way to the corner, now just keeping this pressure high, not letting Jot find any purchase here in this corner, but finds it with the medium kick, gets the EX zonk, and now we're back closer to playing the game Jot wants. Of course, Jot would much prefer if Chris was just on the ground, but the trade combo? Uh-oh.
Hashtag just Luke things. No anti-air.
Just Luke things trade into 300 to 400 damage.
Oh,
just mash
come on.
EXDP on the minus. Let's go.
Come on. And I love that too, because it may feel like, oh, it's kind of random, but again, you have to read the room, right? You have to read the situation here. Jot clearly was down in life, and he was like, time for me to try to take my turn and really get this momentum going. I gotta take advantage of this -2. So Chris CCH read that kind of like eagerness, like, you see, there's my opportunity, plus frames, time for pressure. So Chris CCH is like, yeah, you're gonna hit a button, I am just gonna DP right here.
Yeah, it's like the classic effect where like Zangief gets in on you and you're like, I'm just gonna hold up because he wants to come in and crash. So it's like the same thing. Like, I know you're Cody and you're just right in my face. You just want to push buttons. So look at that damage. The
Pushing buttons. Nice. Here we go. Jot gonna take this round here. Built a lot of meter as well, but a lot of good buttons there. Got the shimmy against Chris CCH. So Jot trying to put a game on the board now.
Of course, the forward fierce into the light target combo. Now just already getting this corner pressure. Chris, says you got one. All right, you got a round. Nobody's perfect, but I'm definitely gonna take you to school here.
Yeah, Chris CCH with the relentless offense, but Jot just manages to find a way out of the corner with just a raw jump. Activation time. Oh yeah, chase down that V shifter. Yeah, you know what? Take that trade.
Yeah, I mean, that crouch H, crouch heavy punch when you're in the knife stance, give a free juggle state, so you get some options there. But Chris CCH has his activation. Gonna pop it here on the EX just to start some far range pressure. Knife broken. It's gonna be some big work for Jot to make this comeback.
Yeah, and Chris CCH sitting on one bar, all that be trigger, but again, that whiff punish spacing, and that's enough to kill. Jot is on the board. And holy crap, that does a lot of damage.
I thought it was going to be a pixel. I thought there was just going to be like enough scaling that, Luke gets to live on a pixel. And then we see Chris CCH wake up with another EXCP. But instead, it's just going to kill there, give Jot a game, and keep this lovely winners finals going. Let's see an upset. I want to see the straight run from Jot. 3 back, the classic.
And the way Jot is playing right now has been really solid. It's just that Chris CCH, of course, is the favorite right now. He is. It's still going to be an upset if he can take out Chris CCH in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a real upset because I don't think Chris has gone to the losers in one of these US West yet. But Doesn't look like he's trying to do it right now. This corner pressure interrupting the forward movement with the medium target combo, the throw for the stun, and now he's on match point to go into winner's side of grand finals. Is he going to be able to make it back there for the most meter? He's setting himself up for glory right now.
Yeah, Chris CCH saying, you know what, just another Wednesday in the building. Gonna try to take this. Oh, yeah, just walked into it. Happens, man. It's so fast. Here we go, Jot.
Yeah, finds another hit. Jot getting this big damage. Finds a sweep activate, though. Chris looking to get the party started for himself. Back throw. This will be the start.
What? And then just walks up and throws again. Try to do it like a little micro shimmy there. Nice interruption. Got the level 2 Zonk. So, but again, Chris CCH with the proper bust out timing. He would have died if that was blocked.
Just feeling it sometimes, knowing that, Jot wanted that activation, was able to get him off and get some more damage, but you're still in a dangerous situation. Any button or attack from Jot that hits will be able to kill Chris CCH, and there it is, the knife just stabbing through that offensive pressure that Chris was trying to start.
Practicing his stabbing. Just gonna keep going. Oh, what? I feel like that was again an execution error with that random ruffian kick at the start of the round, but sometimes you try to go for like weird Hail Marys at like final rounds because the mental fatigue starts to set in and you're just like, well, if I hit this, I get a great position. So let's just do this,
Yeah, just throw it at the wall, see what sticks. It's definitely a strategy sometimes, and you can plus your opponent that way. And throwing the big jump in just to see what's going to happen, but the bust out again, close to stun every time.
He has bust out in the desperation DP. Whoa.
That was a really smart EX to get rid of the, the setup that Jot was going for with the EX Fireball in the front when then going for the jump. So recognizing the situation weakness gives Chris this opportunity. He tried to walk in for the throw.
Then went for the shimmy there. Chris CCH did not fight. What? The empty jump into the low, but that whole interaction was not... I don't think how Chris CCH planned it. He jumped. Ja actually whiffed a button. I didn't even see which one it was. Like a crouching medium punch or something.
I think he went for the sway of all things. He swayed and maybe did the low hit at the end of it, but not pushing a button on the way down basically just allowed Chris to land and find the punish. Just caught him.
Oh man, that was definitely a scramble situation, and who isn't gonna try to stand up and block at the last second right there, just being like, oh god, he might hit me with a jump attack, I gotta stand up and block. So Chris CCH going with that empty jump option was such a smart decision, but Jot putting up an excellent fight there, but is gonna be sent to the losers bracket at this point, and we do have now 1 player on winner's side, 3 players on loser's side, and so 4 players remaining. But I think we're gonna go ahead and get to a break real quick, and when we come back, we're gonna find out who's gonna win the September edition of World Warrior US West here on Level Up Live.
Stay tuned.
to stuff out the trigger.
He was like 3 for 3 on the over, and that is death. Yeah.
Final game, final round, and guess what? Adventure right now, having all the fun in the corner. The party, into a super. This can be a wall splat. Not good for Selfie. Lots of red on the screen. He needs a miracle, and he gets his legs blessed, and that just might do it, and it is.
Yes, it does. What a victory here. 3-2 for Adventure. Max
Those windshield
range.
wipers are massive.
Yeah, we're going for that max range here so that Adventure doesn't have the opportunity to punish with a parry here. And look at this. Great carry from Red Ditto, but the Mortabato only going to get the one sword here. Pins to the wall. That's a whiff burst entirely. Red Ditto takes it 3-1. And what a crazy situation.
We've tied it up 1-1 apiece here. West Ham's looking to advance. Keto looking to stay alive in the tournament and tie up the set 2-2.
Honestly, that EX stomp looked like a whiff punish to me. That was so good from West Ham. It was exactly the right range to make it whiff and have the EX stomp on deck, and already has a stun.
Oh,
One sentence, please, West Ham.
Wait, is he
Slow
dead?
it down. Is that enough?
Oh my god!
7 perfect letters. West Ham's taking that.
I was expecting the scaling to do a little bit more.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a special guest here on stream once again. Everybody who knows that this guy is here. Ah, okay, fine. Go.
A little camera shy.
He's like, stop using me as your little dancing monkey, okay? Please. Oh man, but welcome back. We are at the top 4, and 4 players left in this tournament, with Chris CCH sitting pretty on winner's side as usual.
Business as usual, but down in losers we do have Flakito versus 80s Bully, aka Seville, coming in here with we saw a little Nikali, but it's been primarily Lucia. I'm interested in Nikali coming back, of course. I think we're biased towards the Lucia as well, so we'll see what happens there. Flakito's been sticking with Rose the entire tournament, so I don't think we're gonna get any surprises here.
I'm really curious to see, like I said, oh no, so I think Seville does think that matchup isn't necessarily the best, so, or I don't know.
Like,
look, I don't know.
But like Filipino Man refused to play that matchup, so I'm just
right.
like,
So is Lucia just? Maybe
Yeah.
Lucia beats Rose. Maybe it's just one of those situations where once Lucia gets Rose in the corner, or wait, no, I don't know. I'm super confused. Like my logic is not working anymore, Nogaremi.
the brain turned off. Lucia's not on screen. Can't think anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the meta meta here is. Ooh.
What? Oh, missed the punish, and that is going to be rough for Flakito. Not out of it yet, but waking up, got the teleport to keep themselves safe. I'm surprised
What a
that
block!
spent the view reversal of all things, but finds the toes.
And the classic stare down right there. Two just looked at each other, and who's gonna flinch? They both flinched, but Seville didn't flinch just a little bit sooner.
Oh my goodness, excellent. The orb going to be the big juggle there, and now pressuring towards his corner is Flakito, but not getting too close. Doesn't want to get back thrown themselves. Just playing at a safe range for themselves now.
All the people who want Nikali back in Street Fighter 6, I'm just saying that all Nikali players are just sheep, that's all. Get it? Because he transformed from a sheep. Anyways.
the lore here coming from Jay. Yo, but we got the big V-trigger super putting Flakito all the way into the corner, but the teleport out just catching Seville pressing there. Now we're just pressuring the corner. I like the slashes to get away, but couldn't punish the fireball the second time. Oh my goodness, Flakito tying it up quickly.
Yeah, I like that. He just like shoulder rush out of there, shoulder rush back in, tried to catch Flakito by surprise. Oh, the crush, the reach, blowing that up, and wow, I'm surprised that didn't punish the fireball, but again, depends on the color of her scarf, showing you which fireball that she's doing. if it's the heavy one or the light one. Oh, that just erased the orb. Interesting. Okay, okay.
Yeah, no always one-hit projectiles, but because the orb isn't necessarily Flakito acting, like it just sits there after he's brought it into the world, it's difficult to get punished, but activation here is going to get the pressure started. He just jumped over, found the hit, stealing turns with the password, he command grab. Oh my goodness, definitely just swinging right now. Chases the V-shift.
Stun? Not quite, but this is scary. One more hit. Oh, did you touch it? You touched the button! He did it! The wake up super! Everyone forgets! Especially. Oh, I can't believe it. Keep playing, Flakito, please.
Okay, at least this time he did let go of the stick.
Flakito was just like, nah, it's not over till it's over. Just like after Woshige did the infamous Woshige, the next match he played after he won, he just stayed in the chair. And he was like, I'm not moving until the person on the stage tells me you won.
I need to see the results screen pop up. Yo, swinging with the light DP, finds the crush too, and still gets the combos with the sweep. Oh my goodness, definitely trying to be that 80s bully, but overhead gonna get punished here. Now Flakito's in the driver's seat.
Yeah, with the shimmy right there, gonna use the V shift out of there, and there you see it again, using Disc's guidance there to get through those projectiles.
Doesn't help when you're the one already getting hit. Nice teleport into the grab, check-in, and then on the other side with the fireball teleport, gonna be able to beat the easy close out there for Flakito. I'm trying to go up 2-0. Let's see if he's gonna make it happen.
Yeah, but there's definitely something to be said about the fact that he is not playing Lucia in this matchup. So my logic is that he probably believes, similar to I do, that the match can be rough. Because like I said, once Rose, because if Rose sees that she's playing against the Lucia, I think she goes with the orb and just goes projectile crazy, and I think it is hard. But again, these guys are way better than I am, so I'll trust their opinion.
Oh, not hit the spacing.
Spacing.
Yeah, that light drill is just so good at catching you trying to throw your buttons. And yo, Flakito literally just waited and said, go ahead, push roundhouse and activate. I'll wait. I'm not getting crushed by it. Yo,
dude, I'm just Flakito did the samurai, dude.
How many times are you gonna get command grabbed? How many times are you gonna get command grabbed?
Oh, they both went air to air. Kill. What a block. What a block on a plus situation from Seville. However, that also could have been a shimmy. That is the power of the shimmy, right? When you have the shimmy situation, it is also an anti-EXDP. And so he could have been trying to fake the throw and shimmy, and Flakito went with the EX.
Flakito sitting on so much meter. Again, the next hit will be pretty close to just killing outright, but you get the activation out of Seville, and this is where Necalli can really turn the tides if you can find a couple of hits. This V-trigger, that dash is so far, so fast, really separate your opponent.
I'm really glad, looking at the chat, that I'm not the only one that feels like I'm staring into the sun whenever he activates this V-trigger. Holy moly.
It is very bright here. I'm happy that we're not playing the Halloween werewolf with the white activation where it literally is the sun, but there we go. The check on the dash into the hit confirm. Definitely plenty to kill this time. You can take your hands off the stick now.
I wonder if like Flakito's like Uber Eats came last time and was like, cool, I got the round run, quick, pick it up, and then, you know. Oh man, but Flakito is gonna go up 2-0. Let's see what Seville is going to do. He does go to the lobby. Okay, let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Oh man, curious.
Yeah. I mean, as much as Necalli might be the answer, it was not working out there. So Seville is at least going to go back to character select, think about it a little bit, give him some time to adjust. You know, could still be the Necalli, but I'm thinking it's going to be business as usual for Lucia.
Lucia's been doing so much work. You know what? Put in the work with her one last time. Let's go. And again, always appreciate the pseudo Lakers colors picked here by Seville. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, that fierce caught from downtown.
Dude, that move has no range. You know, it's just one of those things, whenever you watch good players play, they make moves look like they reach farther than when you play them, you know?
Yeah, I mean, definitely caught Flakito pushing button. Tried to see if he was going to push that throw tech there, tried to V-shift away, but finally sweep activate, got the side swap, and the combo on the reset, it looked like.
Yeah, and smart no quick rise right there. Got Flakito to waste the rest of that V trigger, and then finding the killing blow with that slide.
So it's never over till it's over. Seville definitely still has the opportunity here, but getting into this pocket is the hard part right now. Flakito's in his good spacing with his big buttons, but EX run back there, and this is where the party can start, but couldn't get the cross up in time.
Yeah, again, that, Lucia, just the range, the stubby buttons, having trouble dealing with that. And interestingly enough, we just haven't seen Flakito have the opportunity to activate those orbs and get those orbs started at all. Here comes Seville. Yep, not getting out of the corner for free. Throwing you right back in there. Uh-oh, that is not a good situation here.
Yeah, but not V-Trigger 2, so you get your second guess at life here, but you still have to wonder where this fireball teleport is coming.
Oh, and good confirm from Flakito. Match point for Flakito.
Is it going to be it, or does Seville have a little bit left in the tank? I'm surprised there wasn't an EX drill. There it is that time, but still too far to get the punish.
Told you, man. It's stubby buttons. I'm not bitter or anything.
Oh, tried for it too, but no, we've seen it. We've seen it down to the well too many times, trying every trick to get a game on the board.
Yeah, that was what he did to JB earlier. Again, not being able to punish. If you block that light...
Yo, just stand medium kick over and over. And look, it's at the perfect range. Lucia can't press out. Anything you do just pushes you straight into the medium kick. It was checkmate there. Flakito said, hold this L.
Yeah, the one thing that I had to learn really fast against fighting some Roses online is if you block the light soul spiral, sweep. That is Lucia's best option for punishing and countering that is sweep. There is a distance at which Rose can do it so that the sweep misses, but it's just like a few pixels wide. But yeah, if you ever block that and you're unsure if you have the punish, just sweep at that point, because Lucia's nice thing about her sweep is when she gets the sweep and she dashes, if you quick rise, she's very plus. If you back roll, she can actually chase you down. So her sweep is actually really, really powerful in that she actually gets pressure off of it. So it's definitely not a terrible punish. Obviously, you want to do a lot more damage, but one of those hard things. And no worries, Seville, you played amazing. You still are one of my inspirations. You definitely, warmed my heart, so appreciate your gameplay and just the quality of Lucia play once again.
And I mean, yeah, you got 4th place, but that's still, out of the people that entered this bracket, that is a terrific placement. So don't hate yourself too much. But we are going into the next match, losers finals. We saw Jot lose the Chrissy stage earlier, waiting for Flakito to come up here, and now this is what we have: the Rose versus the Cody. What was the second match on stream? We saw the 3-0.
That's right, yeah.
Now it's the run.
And yet, as long as Seville is in the chat and listening here, I do want to ask what he does think about that Lucia Rose match, if that is just a match that he doesn't like, and that's why he was kind of avoiding it for a little bit. And here we go, the activation. Oh wow, just what was he trying to read in that situation? That might have been an execution error as well.
Ooh. Tried to react with the EX zonk, but it's not Street Fighter 4. You don't get to just blast through the fireball. You got to hold that pressure a little bit here, but backdashing the throw finds the own activation. Jot getting his own party started back throw, and this is the good look.
Okay, that makes sense there. Doesn't mind the matchup. Oh my god, the range! The range of that jumping heavy punch with the knife! Holy crap, that was so far.
I couldn't believe that it actually connected. I thought it was going to actually recover, and Flakito was going to get the block, but my goodness. So much damage. And yo, Cody has the range on the buttons. All right.
Dude, I mean, the trickiest thing about Cody is like the animations of the buttons look stubby, but because he's tall and a lot of them, like Luke's standing medium kick, when he does his standing medium kick, he pivots on that front foot, and so it actually has way more range than you think it does.
Right, I mean, you're absolutely true there, but what is also a lot of range is this knife. You thought he had long normals before? This knife is adding like an extra foot to every single one of them.
And then he can toss it if he feels like it. Ah, just like that. No. Get shanked.
Just reminds me of playing against Rolenta.
Too easy.
Oh, please don't put Rolenta in Street Fighter 6. I'm not ready.
Is that one of your favorite characters, or did you not, or do you hate fighting him?
I hate fighting Rolenta. Do not put him in Street Fighter 6.
Because I don't know if you fought Alpha 3 Rolenta. Oh boy.
I've done quite a bit of that. Street Fighter 4 is where I've done most of it. It's still not fun.
Right. Oh man. Oh, couldn't sway long enough. That's how slow that Rose Fireball is.
Trying to keep this good defense in the corner. That means not just sitting still, but if you're gonna take that frame to walk forward, that's the frame that Zonk is gonna clip you in the face, but still out of it the back from Flakito on the mix.
Oh, what? That was supposed to be button into activation, but unfortunately he hit the button, I think, too early, and so nothing ended up happening.
Yeah, and the worst part is you lose access to V reversals and V shifts, and now you're just about to get stabbed up, but find your opportunity, but couldn't get the juggle.
No quick rise. No quick rise. Oh.
Wake up, stab.
Jot's like, nah, I'm not giving you the chance to get a reverse revenge one pixel comeback, Flakito.
But starting off, I mean, Flakito's had excellent reaction to all of these fireball tosses with EX drills, not letting Jot get any additional spacing or pressure from them, but EX Zonk has been that distance closer time and time again.
This walk in and out from Jot, just so much patience, but it helps that he has that standing medium punch. He walks out and he can still whip punish things from so far away.
Yo, neutral jump, empty neutral jump into just level 2 EX Zonk, taking to the corner, activating V-trigger, but out of the corner with the EX Fireball teleport, you still get one mix here, stayed on the ground, that didn't spin the teleport, important. Gonna use it here, but puts himself in the corner.
Oh, what? That was too... I can't believe that. Crouching medium punch or the Zonk. I can't believe they both missed. I thought somebody was getting hit in that situation. Uh-oh.
Broke the
Is
knife.
that enough to kill?
It is the back throw, that extra damage.
Woo. All right, so Jot now on the 2-0 lead over here. And yeah, trust me, Mr. Brown, I know a lot of people probably agree with you, especially anyone who plays against Cody a lot, because that is definitely one of the premier no neutral buttons, no neutral attacks in the game.
Yeah, listen, just block it and be reversal the first hit. It's fine.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Okay, good. I got it.
Yeah.
I'll never die to Cody ever again.
No, regular Zonk this time clipping the attempt to set up the spiral orb.
And I love the fact that they had to buff it with that level 2 here as well. You know, let's give it this wall bounce if you charge it longer.
Listen, Cody didn't do enough damage before.
No.
Oh, but even though Cody does so much damage, it's still pretty close in life, and Flakito's just waiting, sitting down back. Nice tech.
I really do hope that he shows up like in City Hall in Street Fighter 6 in World Tour mode. Like you just go in there and find Mayor Cody chilling in his office, you know?
I mean, that would definitely be sick. A little cameo, you know, similar to how they put Alex in the back of the New York stage.
Oh, there it is. The Filipino Man, go for the medium kick, avoids throws, beats buttons, does a lot of things. Julian's your fries. Uh-oh.
Walked under the air fireball. This is pretty good, but dropped the end of the combo. Thankfully at a point that wasn't going to get him punished, and still able to keep this pressure going.
That having that standing heavy punch for Rose is so nice. Just a great button to fight out of the corner with. Still not out of it just yet though, but activation is going to get him a little bit. Hasn't gone for the teleport mix-up yet. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, wants to make sure that, it's actually going to get him out of the corner. And there we go on the hit confirm. Still has one teleport in the back, but we're going to get the EX into activation. Take it back to the corner. Where are you going? Man, that knife trading out with every anti-air option that Rose has. But now stuck in the corner. Got tossed one time. So close in health.
Oh, dude, he wasn't ready for the juggle. But he gets the crouching heavy punch for the anti-air. Jot is gonna go down in this one, and Flakito puts one on the board. 1-2.
All right, it's not over. If you can get one, you can get three. I think that's the Marvel saying, right? If you can get one, you can get three.
That is definitely one of those, like, put it on the inspiration posters, like the kitten hanging on the wire. Just hang in there, dude. If you can get one, you can get three, dude. We need to make those motivational posters.
It's just
FTC motivational posters.
It's just instead of Uncle Sam pointing at you, it's Yipes pointing at you, saying if you can get one, you can get three.
Oh man. Oh yeah, didn't teleport, so he just walked in there. Oh, tried to sway. Here we go, Flakito. Yeah, there's that V-shift. Remember, we saw him do that a lot the first time these two fought each other.
Still have this activation. I like the backdash out of the corner at the very least. You get to have this space to walk away from Cody's large normals, but he's not going to let you do that for long. EX Song trying to close that gap.
There's that stab again. Oh, the cross count.
No! Okay, he points it.
Dude, accidentally got the double dash. Sometimes you like tap forward 4 times trying to get that first dash and it just buffers for you. It's like you wanted to dash multiple times and you're like, no, I didn't. Don't do this.
Flakito started this off whiffing a button, trying to get the EX drill to on the whiff punish, but Jot stayed patient, got this big punish, has his corner control, and is looking to keep it solid, but EX fireball out.
Just jump right back out.
Still a chance. Oh, just out of range. A pixel, but no punish, no whiff punish on deck. Flakito's just trying
sweep with nothing to keep it safe. Oh, almost had the whiff punish with that. That would have been such a nasty whiff punish. Drops his combo. Doesn't cancel that jab into the ruffian. Spacing.
You saw the, oh my goodness, finds the confirm, was buffering after the drill to connect. Is it going to be enough, James?
No, it's not. I was wrong again. I was wrong again. You put me on the spot. I don't like you, Nogaremi. I don't like you. You put me on the spot.
I had to get you one time. Come on.
I don't appreciate that at all. Yeah, I have to spam in the chat now. Here we go. So, is it gonna kill? Is it gonna kill? Oh man.
It did kill, and that does mean that we're tied up 2 apiece. Flakito looking to not let history repeat itself. He wants a chance to potentially lose to Chris CCH, or maybe win. We'll see. But Josh not going to go down without a fight. Gets the whiff punish.
And they're the regular Zonk too, having that level 2 charge that allows you to link out of it. So that was a level 1, so he wasn't able to get the combo off of it.
Got the juggle, but just gonna V-shift, waiting to see if there was gonna be a teleport. Nothing out of Flakito, just able to keep this corner, but couldn't get the combo, falling down. And now he's in the corner. Potentially the activation from Jot coming soon.
Oh, that's punishable range, yeah. There you go, Jot gets the hit. Look at this damage that he's got. Goes for the crouching medium kick. And just with the walk-up throw, the no fear, Jot says, I am going to double jeopardy you. He is going for the back-to-back over Flakito.
But never say never. I still believe in Flakito sitting on the full stack of butter as Jot is just spending his on these EX songs, not getting any reward from it quite yet.
I mean, remember too that Jot won 3-0 on the previous matchup, but there was that one, super that didn't kill that I think affected Flakito. He's definitely recovered great here and brought it back all the way to 2-2 after going down 2-0. But can you complete this? reverse 3-0.
It remains to be seen. Not spending the super there. It wasn't going to kill, but now next touch will be it. Do you spend the super? No, going to be greedy for it, and it works out. We are going to final round here in losers finals. Who is going to make it? We have to watch to find out. Flakito with the full stick of butter didn't spend any last round. Are we going to see it spent here?
Oh, super away. Oh, but he already spent one of the bars. Not going to go for the super there. Spends another one right there. Wants the plus frames on the EX Fireball. Tried to bait with the close medium kick. And oh no, double side switch. But that is definitely punishable. So this is good for Jot. Bring it back to the center of the screen. And just tries to walk up and throw. Gets the activation now.
You have to be careful. You're teching so many throws here. And if you get shimmied from Jot, it is going to do a ton of damage.
Oh.
You're still whipping the throw. I just called it out. No, it didn't stun. Oh, the throw, it was all the setup to get the kill, and that's the stun, the double dash into the fierce Jot.
Cody wins.
It was looking so rough at the beginning of the round. Flakito had the switch up in the style. It was, much more aggressive, spinning a lot more meter, getting to the corner. It's taking a lot of life off, but as soon as that V-trigger happened, as soon as there was that small gap where he let up on the pedal, Jot slammed down on his own gas pedal. It's like, I'm taking it. I'm going.
But what a great match between these two players. Again, like we said, very unfortunate in the winner's side of the bracket when they fought each other. Flakito had that one gaff, but went down 3-0 to come back here, fight it, bring it down. Almost looked like he was going to go down 3-0 again, bring it all the way back to the final game, final round, and just give us such a nice show here. Again, wonderful job to the players. And again, shout outs to everybody who has help contribute to the Matcherino coupon code so that we can actually get these guys a little bit of money over here. It's not too late. If you guys want to donate anything more, feel free. You could donate directly to the Matcherino right now, but otherwise, again, appreciate you guys supporting through Matcherino if you did manage to use a code earlier today.
Yeah, and the other thing is, if you do end up clipping anything today, you can be entered for the clip competition. The top 3 winners will get the subscription to the Level Up Live Twitch channel for free, courtesy of Fresh Cut. So make sure that you are clipping these hype moments that you're seeing and going through it, and absolutely hit up this match arena that we're seeing. You got sponsor quests on the side that you can hit up and add that extra money into the pot without having to spend out of your own pocket. So make sure you're hitting those up as well. Plenty of ways to start contributing without having to pay out of your own pocket. Of course, anything extra is always appreciated. So absolutely thank you. Thank everybody for using the codes, and let's see if we can get these players a little more money.
And shout outs to Matcherino again. Wonderful service here of providing ability for us to, add to the pot in a great way. And again, when you click tournament done, you pay people like instantaneously. It just goes to their PayPal right away. So all that money that Matcherino has helped bring to the players has gone almost directly into the players' hands instantaneously. And it's such a nice, from the days of us having to wait like 6 to 8 weeks a lot of times for big events and stuff, it's a very nice thing to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting money into the hands of the people that are doing it. But we're going to not see the same match that we saw on the winner's side. We're going to get a little fancy with it. We got Vega from Jot, which is an old school character we haven't seen him play in a while, and then the Seth from Chris CCH.
All right, so these two just throwing it up, trying to, practice other characters. Chris CCH, of course, not afraid to use the strongest characters, so definitely learned a lot of Seth when Seth was doing all that damage and that work at one point in time, switching immediately to the Luke. And again, you know what? Pick a top tier, man. If you want to win, dude, give yourself the best chance to do it for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely gone from top tier to top tier, and Seth still isn't a slouch. And if you've run into Chris CCH on CFN and you've run into him just grinding the Seth, it's still killer. Like, it still is dominating. Like, you wouldn't even know that this character was nerfed.
Ooh, but the spacing from Jot right now. Look at the spacing. So many. He was just trying to go for activation to the V trigger, but again, Jot taking advantage, and Vega definitely not a slouch of a character at this point in time. Been buffed a lot with each. What? You did point blank on minus frames into the EX Ace. Jot is
A lunatic. I don't know how else to say it. That was some bravery right there beyond normal comprehension, but found the stun off of it, just steamrolled, like really just had the pressure off of, I think, just confusing Chris CCH and just like had him flustered, found the first game. I did not expect this. I expected to see that Seth do a lot more work, to be quite honest. So invincible,
Mr.
was
Brown
it a throw?
does. Yeah, Mr. Brown indicates that EX Ace is throw invul, so there's the reason why you would go for that in that point blank range. I don't think I ever knew that move was throw invul.
Is it just the middle EX ASE that's throw invincible, or is it the light and the heavy ones see of the EX versions? Like if it goes
Isn't
low
there
or high?
only one EX Ace?
No, because he has one that's I think low too. I think maybe I'm just crazy and made up all of these moves.
Well, shout outs to Dr. African in the chat. What's going on, sir? How you doing? Oh, back to the Sakura now. Interesting. Okay. This is the character before the Seth, before the Luke.
Yeah, definitely still well practiced, as you can already see, getting these hit confirms on counter hits, just knowing the extra data and just starting to steamroll pressure. Of course, fireballs aren't going to be as effective, but you don't need them when you're just in the face and doing all this damage. But drop the jab.
Uh-oh. And yep, has the combo, has the side switch combo with the EX wall dive. And here we go, Jot trying to keep the pressure going. Look at this, gonna be able to, oh, that was kind of nice. Dash out back into the slide. Whoa, he tried to go for the command grab, didn't get it, but he still gets the stun. Can he kill off of this? He has no EX meter, so no, he can't kill, but he baits out the EX DP. Chris has been busting out of these pressure situations, desperation situations with EXDP all night long. Jot finally being one of the first people to call him out on it.
And Jot with that excellent comeback. Wanted the EX command grab so that he didn't have to go for a reset attempt there, but look at that with Punish doing so much damage. And now just poking out. Once you have the life lead as Vega, it can be so rough for your opponent. You just sit there, press light, walk up that down jab, press stand medium, and look at this. Simple game.
Again, I mean, this is classic Vega style right here. Just playing footsie, zoning out that standing medium punch, putting in all the work.
But now we got Sakura activated with the roll, so you're going into the corner definitely 100%. Look for the Shin Shan, nothing there. And
Shins, EX, is this gonna kill EX? Yes, spend all them bars. Jot 2-0 over Chris CCH here on the winner's side of the grand finals. Again, he does need to win 2 sets, so he's got to send Chris to losers first, and then he can eliminate him. So Chris, at this point in time, I think just experimenting, making sure that he plays the variety of characters in, these pressure situations. If he loses this one, though, I won't be surprised if he does switch back to the Luke.
yeah, in the reset, I definitely expect to see the loop, business as usual. But here and now, you're looking to make that tweet where you post all the people and their characters as long as possible. So you're like, oh yes, we got Chris CCH that played Luke, Seth, Sakura, Kyle, everybody.
I mean, honestly, I feel like at least Vega has. Oh no, that's not a throw punish situation. But I do feel like Vega might be able to fight Luke pretty decently well, because at least he has the range to keep up with Luke, right? This might be a really good pick for Jot.
But all that hinges on being able to close out this game to see what's going to happen. Because if Chris wins this, he's locked to Sakura for at least the winner's side set. Not going to activate yet. Holding on to it for the good situation.
Oh, he read it either. No punish! No punish! Oh boy. And yeah, just as a little word, the old esports arena in Santa Ana where Wednesday nights fights used to take place is closed now. That location no longer exists thanks to the pandemic, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's always a little rough there, just as rough as Chris CCH's life in the winner bracket here. Quickly diminishing here, only has potentially 1 round left to give, but getting some good pressure here. But we've seen Ja come back from the brink. No activation, but no punish from Chris. He was expecting to see it there, and now this is the opening.
Yeah, Chris with some weird, uncharacteristic mistakes with the Sakura, but maybe that's why he's using them, because he's trying to remember, you know, all of his Sakura muscle memory.
All right, but you have to be careful from the super out of Ja. Can do some big damage here and get him back towards the lead, but this neutral game going to hit the hit confirm into the juggle, use the confirm, and now Chris getting around.
Dude, if we actually just raided the Riot campus to run Wednesday night fights, I'd be so happy because I live so close to there. That'd be awesome.
Short commute, which is always great. But look at that that damage, and now the corner pressure got those shimmy, but didn't get the rest of the confirm. Could have gotten to target combo potentially, but Josh just knows himself too. Like, I'm just gonna stand here and press medium, but Chris will do you one better with the EX Tatsu into the activation.
Someone in the chat says that Chris hasn't played Sakura in forever. So yeah, this might be potentially him practicing the character up. But again, you know, it's nice to have this many characters. And look at this comeback here. He looks like he's feeling it now. He's like, wait a minute, I remember what this character does.
But slide out of the corner now.
You gotta watch out for Chip. If he can get like, oh no, never mind. He also, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong meter as well. I was looking at Vega's meter there, but doesn't matter. Chris CCH takes it with a crouching medium kick in the EX Fireball. So Sakura looks like he's getting all that muscle memory back. All of the recall, instant recall is coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. You're finding that spacing, and when he realized that, you know, the super wasn't going to be the best option, right? Spent the EX to get the plus frames in the face and to start getting the pressure going, but we're going to go back to the lobby, potentially back to character select and get a, you know, the counter pick out of Ja. I mean, both of these players have a very deep and wide pool of characters that they play. So not only can they play a lot of characters, but they can play a lot of characters very well. So it's always super dangerous to get into this pick counter pick battle where it's just like, well, who's going to be the upset that makes it happen?
I mean, honestly, like, it's such a standard situation. We've seen this a long time ago. A lot of fighting games were about, you know, who wins the first game, and then it's just like the circle of counter picks. We're lucky nowadays. The matchups aren't as bad as they used to be. But oh my God, Jot! Is he trying to give Chris a little bit of a taste of his own medicine here?
It's his color too. It's Chris's color on Luke.
Now, is it 2-1 or is it 2-2?
It's Chris only has one game.
Oh, okay. So he does only have one game. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's locked in with the Sakura, can't lose, and he's trying to prove that this range that Sakura has is going to be good. Trying to stay in his pocket, but nice hit from out of John here, spinning that bar, push into the corner, no counter conversion. Tried for the tick there, and now Chris out of it has his own activation.
He tried to go for the shimmy, but John actually with the delayed jab caught him. And again, that jab does walk forward quite a bit, and there we go, the beautiful counter hit confirmed. Didn't believe that counter hit on the crouching light punch, but he's got the activation now, and yeah, you cannot. What the heck was that? That was so weird. So it's like the fireball was...
Yeah, so because of the speed of Luke's EX projectile, it clashed with the first hit of the V-trigger one fireball, and then prevented the hits from the rest of the first hit of the V-trigger from connecting, and so it just like dropped the combo, and was a weird situation, but Ja was still able to close it out. Didn't let him affect him that much, and now getting this good damage on the confirm here.
Shot really excellently done with the single hit confirm. Close to stun. Oh,
tried to be sneaky with the dash forward throw, got checked, but not enough. Chris CCH was not able to put an end to that corner pressure, and the reset is here.
Now, here's the interesting thing. Chris ECH, on winner's side, may decide to go. I mean, now that we've got this bracket reset, might just be like, hey, I'll switch to Luke. Jot doesn't actually have to stay with Luke. This is a completely brand new bracket. So at this point in time, if he suspects Chris is going to go to Luke, he can switch back to Claw if he wants to. So we're kind of in a blind pick situation on the bracket reset.
Yeah, and that's the dangerous part here because we can just start this counterpicking metric all over again of like, well, we got to see what's going to happen, but it's just down to the wire. Like I have to see who they're gonna pick. It's such a toss up on who's gonna take the lead in the set right now.
I like Jalo's idea in the chat. Have it so that Chris ECH counters Jot Luke with his Vega. It'd just be like, what is going on inside of your kitchen?
I don't know. I can't smell what the rock is cooking. So.
All right, what is it gonna be? Yep. It's the Luke and the Vega. There it is. So back to what we expected here. Jot definitely wants to try this character and probably practice against Chris's Luke to see how effective this can be.
Alright, but now just swinging out, you can see just how dangerous this neutral game can be on both sides, right? We can get the medium punches that are just chipping away little by little, but at the same time, if we get one of those back roundhouses connecting, with the crush counter, it can even the line up so quick.
Yeah, that confirmed right there from Chris off of that standing medium punch. Good punish by Jot. Jot has Chris in the corner now. This is really important here. If Chris can try to get out, but like we said earlier, Vega's range makes it so that he can challenge, but there we go. We've got the activation route.
Oh, no!
No!
Oh, but at the same time, he dropped as well, but gonna spin the V-trigger just to make sure that he doesn't get punished.
Some slops going on over here, but Chris CCH with the offense going. The claw's gone. That range advantage. Oh, what up? You are such a genius.
Ooh, can I take another trade? Just match the jab. Don't take the risk.
I was actually really surprised Jot didn't go for the EX claw out of the wall dive and then juggled with the EX ace. But that's because he wanted to show us how how to counter the charge knuckle and was like jab 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 jab.
I think he was actually flawless, so just not able to get the extension right.
Oh, you're right. He had lost the claw. You're right. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, the biggest struggle of, I can't get max damage anymore. But Chris this time just dominating, has so many good hits here in the neutral, just confirming them, finding the pressure, not letting Jot get started at all, forced the V-trigger to get spinned erroneously, and now just not even able to spin the second one. Jot eating a lot of the Luke button straight to the face.
Why didn't they just make it so that he was like a Street Fighter EX2 Vega where he could just grow another claw anytime he wanted?
Did he mean to toss the mask off there?
Well, I mean, then let's spend and let's do some damage.
So Vega without the mask, I believe, does 10% more damage, but takes 10% more damage. Definitely a risky play, but when you're gonna hit your super and jab check these heavy charged knuckles, like, all right, you're playing, you're swinging.
Jot playing with no fear right now, and again, here's this neutral Vega having access to that stand medium punch. So good, no anti-air, just V reversal out of there. Smart decision. Get back to the neutral. Oh, not a single hit confirmed from Chris CCH, so that means Jot has the lead here. Vega official lead here in grand finals of the 3rd World Warrior US West event.
Are we gonna see the upset? Is Chris gonna lose a tournament? Is this possible? He's been on such a tear every single week, just dominating week after week. I can't imagine what's going through his head right now. The psychology of it, like, is it just the pressure of like I have to win now? So is it just like too much? And you take the mask off again.
Definitely not an accident. You know what it is? Is he knows he's winning the neutral. So that little extra 10% on every little standing medium punch, crouching medium punch and stuff, I think he thinks is more worth it in the end. Because they're just, he is definitely winning this neutral game.
Yeah, and I mean, it's proven effective so far, but you just ate a big counter hit fierce in the activation, and now you're pushed to the corner. You're not getting to play your game at all here. You have no space to push your claw, but no, you cannot throw me.
Ooh. Ooh, nice. And the shimmy. Yep. Always an option when you're plus. So as soon as you block anything that's -2, you can shimmy right there. It doesn't have to be on offense that you can shimmy. Oh no! The confirm off of the crouching light punch into the super. Luke is going to Luke.
I can't believe that he found that hit and converted it. Like what?
Oh man. Hashtag just Luke things. Oh, but look at this.
Dot's got the mask on. Just pure offense. You're just trying to get it rolling, but a bad roll is going to get punished here. A lot of damage, and the activation is going to mean that Chris is going to keep this pressure going. You do not want to get touched right now. The stun dissipated. We're back playing this neutral game that Jot wants, but the mask is staying on right now.
Not gonna throw that off anymore. Maybe he could have survived that super had he not lost 10% of his life extra for that whole round. Oh no, no, it wasn't a counter hit, so that's fine. Jot not getting fully comboed from that. No more mask, no more claws. Oh, this is a problem. He got the hit. Super, Rose, super.
Yeah, you got every bit of damage that he could get out of that combo. Had you saw the spin after the V trigger, the V skill just coming through to make sure you get that extra hit of damage. Because Vega Super, man, does it not do a lot of damage when it's scaled at 50%.
Oh, no DP from Chris. Surprised. If you can block, you can DP. It's one of the cardinal rules of using a fireball DP character.
But look at this outrange with this stand medium kick right now. And then when you're just like, I'll just walk back out of the stand medium kick, you just get slid in on. Now you're in deep trouble. You're Chris, you're trapped in the corner here. But if you can find this back throw, if you can get out of this corner, you can make everything turn around.
Ooh, no whiff punishes right there. But again, Jot has just been harassing here. Oh, he found the jump. And gonna spend the EX to get the knockdown and the pressure. Reversal out of there.
Just reset to where you're. But no, you walked in at the wrong time. You got clipped. Oh, just knocking on the door. Trick or treating. It's almost October.
Too far away. Too far. Oh, what a reaction from! I can't believe Chris threw there. He might have even just been trying to tech. And unfortunately, Jot dashed up, and maybe he was trying to shimmy, maybe he was trying to walk backwards and didn't get far away enough. I'm not sure, but that means Chris CCH has tied it up 1-1.
All right, Chris is on the board before it's in dire straits. So, whew. There was a point there where I was like, is Chris gonna go down 2-0 again and being like a super dangerous situation? And it was just like, getting nervous. But Chris only has nerves of steel right now. Not afraid of anything.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm pretty sure Chris was just trying to tech. And like I said, I believe Jot was trying to dash up and shimmy, but Chris's reaction was so fast, he didn't get a chance to walk away far enough. And that is one of those super feels bad man situations where you're like, I baited the throw, I just didn't walk out of range. Even with Vega walk speed, I didn't quite make it out of the range. Oh man.
Yeah, Vega dash speed 16 frames, and then the Vega walk speed to go back. It's a lot, but we're just going to slow things down again, right? We're playing Vega. We're in it for the long haul, right? That's what you're thinking if you're Josh. You're like, why risk playing at Chris's pace when I can play at my pace? So let's back up. Let's do what I want to do, which I'm just going to poke you out.
Oh no! Not sure what he was going for that slide. I mean, it was really close range slide. Not that you can really space it to make it safe or anything. It's not super turbo. And here, Chris starting to look like Chris.
Yeah, he looks like he's getting in the zone now. Like he's in Jot's brain. He was like, okay, I know what you're gonna do on defense. I know how you're gonna try to play out in this neutral game. So as long as Chris can find that opening point, now you're seeing him start hitting whiff punishes on these medium punches. Like this could be dangerous.
Oh, well, so far Jot right now with the one button footsies of Vega, that standing medium punch doing so much work. No whiff punish there. There we go. So Chris, now you see him trying to add a little bit more of that fireball, and he got Jot thinking about it, so that was what allowed Chris to jump in. Didn't really get anything out of it though. Oh, Jot.
Yeah, even in the face of all of this, potential pressure, Jot is still choosing some excellent defensive options, jab checking in the right places to stop Chris from moving forward. But the dash in, just unexpected, caught shot unawares, and now just 2 more touches.
Oh, no.
Any hit confirmed. All right, we got out. Are we gonna super?
Get out, get out.
We can chip out. He's in V trigger.
Again. Knowing the way that I wonder if you could actually time the let go to get in between the jabs, probably, but so far it's been working out for Jot.
I bet it's like a super tight timing, and it's probably just more worth it to choose a different option rather than think like, oh, I'm gonna just snipe out this jab. But counter hit called out an EX possibility. It looked like there.
Oh, that's it right there. Look at all that meter.
Ooh, we got
really,
teabag?
Chris?
We got
really,
teabag?
Chris? You're gonna teabag with Luke? I mean, I guess it's in character, right? I mean, Luke is that guy.
Hey, you can't talk about Coach like that. Come on.
Dude, I was watching the World Tour trailers and all that stuff, and just the way, like, his perfect pose, he does that little goofy dance and all that stuff like that. I had determined that Luke's theme song is Offspring's "Pretty Fly for a White Guy," so
Oh, that's pretty good. But now Chris finally up. Well, excuse me, I say finally up, but back up in the set. Trying to really start this domination performance here, and you can start feeling it. Chris is moving again.
Yeah, he was just like, you heard the power up when he flipped the switch, like, you hear the little power up, and now Chris is being Chris.
He opened the spinach can. It's okay. All right, back to the corner. This could be a good situation for John. Has the ability to kind of move around freely with Chris stuck in this corner.
Oh, the whip punish! Beautiful! Nicely done for Jot.
Literally the perfect range. I'm pretty sure Jot has been around the block. I mean, we've seen so many answers. Oh my goodness, off the rip. Screw whatever else I was saying. Just spin edge straight through the fireball and really get the confirm into the super. Starting off
like
good. Want to tie this up so fast.
Yeah, but like you said, just not a lot of damage on that super. Now you're out of so many resources. I'm personally not a fan of those early supers being spent like that, because now you're just kind of stuck in the situation with no EX resources to your name. And this is what happens. You can get rushed down.
Yeah, but alternatively, how much is Vega doing with his meter outside of just doing big damage? Oh no, that's a big crush.
Yeah. You could have had all the meter in the world, you probably still would have got beat up in that same way. Chris CCH is at tournament point.
Getting a little fancy. They're taking all these micro steps, trying to jockey for this position, see who's going to try to find this first touch.
Okay, gets the crush off of the towards heavy punch. Oh, okay. Yeah, the shimmy into the throw, because if people don't fall for the shimmy bait, you can still at least get the offense with the throw. And that also sets up, of course, the double shimmy. V-shift out of there.
I really like from Chris, we've seen this option a few times, is you'll block one medium punch. It's only every once in a while. Then immediately just do down jab and buffer into the upper, just in case Jot is going to throw out two stand mediums back to back. It'll check the option, because it's not actually plus on, well, it's not that plus on block. You can interrupt it. It's not plus enough for him to push 2, but now we got the big damage open up. The next hit into the super will be a touch for game situation.
Oh, what? He baited him. Chris was positive he was going to do the rose afterwards, and because, oh boy, damage. Is this gonna kill for Chris CCH?
No, not at all.
No. Not even Luke. Not even Luke.
But the toe tap is enough. Oh my goodness. Chris CCH. Oh, 3 tournaments, 3 Ws. What more is there to say about this young champion?
I mean, honestly, Chris CCH, and you know what the best thing about Chris CCH is that, you know, he's not a player that just kind of came out of nowhere, started winning and dominating. We watched him grow as a player through Wednesday night fights online and also through offline events. You know, he had a couple of those big wins at some of the Pacific Northwest majors over there, and then, you know, people started talking about him, and then this online environment for the Wednesday night fights really gave him the access to play a lot of these great players all the time, and he has definitely cemented himself as basically the biggest threat from the West Coast here for Street Fighter V, and it's wonderful to see that kind of growth from Chris.
Yeah, I mean, truly the next generation right there. You can see just how stellar his performance is, how resilient his mindset is, and, you know, just both of those together is just magnificent, and that's going to take him so far, whether he decides to continue his competitive career, whether he wants to go through something else. I'll say this time and time again, learning how to get better at anything helps you get better at other things, because you know the process is like, okay, this is how I have to get better. Like, this is how I learn, iterate, get better, find out things that I don't know, and start applying them in your life. And so he's done that over and over and over again with fighting games, and he will continue to do that in every facet of his life. So big shout out to Chris CCH.
You're just a motivational poster waiting to happen here. You're just churning that, you know, learning how to get good at one thing helps you learn how to get good at everything. I love it. I love it, because it's so true. Honestly, it is such a truth out there, because you'll see it. I mean, that's why a lot of the people who are like musicians are really good at like execution. They understand the concept of practicing something repeatedly over and over again and finding the value out of that. And, you know, it's learning how to learn, basically, is one of the biggest keys out there. So 100% to you, Nogoremi, 100%.
Oh, thank you so much. Wise beyond my years, apparently. But it's been such an awesome time being on this production with you, James. I want to thank Level Up for having me on here as well, and reaching out and putting all this together for both the US West and the Canada West. Canada West. That is the country.
You're right.
Not Canada. You know, it's a lot of work to make sure that you're running 2 consistent events every month that top players want to come out to, and that you're streaming, making a good production for. So big shout out to Vi behind the scenes running all this stuff.
Yep. And so, guys, do not go anywhere. After a quick break, we will be back for some Guilty Gear Strive top 8. But thank you guys for watching World Warrior event number 3, September edition for US West. Hope you had as much fun as we did, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.